y'all do have Desmos, it's gonna make this be a shorter unit, because we can do a lot of stuff on there. So, usually what's a 2-week unit, it's gonna take much less. Show you how to do work on Desmos. You'll have systems of equations by graphing, substitution, elimination, all that good stuff. Then we'll get into inequalities and some of that in context as well. Okay. All right, but a system of equation, all that is 2 or more equations. We've got two or more equations. With the same variable. Okay. What our solution will be is an ordered pair. Okay, that ordered pair where that solution is where our 2 lines intersect. And where our 2 lines intersect. Okay, and if we were to do this by hand, that point would be the point that makes both of the equations equal. Okay. We're going to do a lot of this graphically because you can use Desmos on the state test. So we want to make sure that you're comfortable with that because I think that's going to be the easiest way to get this done. Okay. So what you'll see for your types of solutions is obviously your intersecting lines. Say you have an equation that looks like this for your first one, and maybe a second equation that looks like this, okay? You would have your solution at that red dot, okay? That's where your solution, your answer would be. That's an ordered pair, okay? That's gonna be an example of one solution, okay? And that solution, again, is an ordered pair, x, comma, y, right? You're gonna have parallel lines as a possible solution. We know parallel lines are lines that never intersect or cross. Okay, that might not look like the best set of parallel lines, but that's what that is. Okay, parallel lines. That would be if you never had a solution. Okay? Because remember, the only time you're ever going to have a solution is where your lines touch, where they intersect. Okay, if they never touch or intersect, then you're never going to have a solution. So you're going to have no solution. One way that you can see no solution written is like a 0 or an O with a line through it. Okay. And then you could have, and watch me graph this here. Okay, watch what I'm doing. If we have one line that's graphed like that, okay, there's my first line, and then the second line would be this one. Watch what I'm doing. And my second line would be this one. What are those? Those are the same line. Okay, so 2 lines graphed on top of each other. If the solution is where they touch, if they're on top of each other, then they're touching infinite amount of times. So you would have infinite solutions. Okay, and then of course you could see this just represented by your infinity sign. Okay, so those are your types of solutions. You could have one solution, no solution, infinite solutions. Okay, that makes sense? Everybody's good there? All right, so let's move on. Anybody need more time with this? All right. So, if we were to do all of these by hand, okay, if we were to do all of these by hand, there's 3 steps that we want to do. Okay, number 1, we would want to rewrite equations in slope intercept form. Okay, does anybody remember what slope intercept form is? Y equals what? Mx plus b. Okay, that would be this right here. Y equals mx plus b. What does the m represent? Or what does m represent? Your slope. Okay. And b represents your y-intercept. Okay. So m represents that slope, b represents that y-intercept. Okay. Once you have that in slope-intercept form, the second thing you want to do is graph the lines. that could be solutions. Okay, either solution or solutions. All right, any questions there? All right, I'm gonna do 1 and 2 by hand, and then we're gonna look at the rest of the problems. I don't know how many are after that. We've got 3 through 8. We'll do that. We'll do that on Desmos. Okay. So if this is in slope-intercept form, okay, which it is, okay, we want to look at what is my slope, what is my y-intercept. So let's take my top equation here. We've got y is equal to x minus 8. Okay, x minus 8. Okay, one thing that you keep seeing on test is the word coefficient, right? Y'all keep seeing that, right? Keep seeing the word coefficient. Okay, remember the coefficient is a number in front of a variable. So if you look at slope-intercept form, you've got mx, okay, where that m is a number in front of a variable. So a coefficient in front of x. So we want to find, for my slope, what is the coefficient in front of x? 1, right? There's an understood 1, so our slope is, and let's make this a fraction so that way we can do our rise over run. So our slope would be 1 over 1. Okay, slope would be 1 over 1. Okay, then I've got my y-intercept. My y-intercept, that's going to be my b. Okay, look, again, y equals mx plus b, that's your constant. Okay, the number that does not have a variable, your constant. Right, let me do that. We've got y-intercept being here is -8. A constant is a number without a variable. Okay, so I've got my slope, I've got my y-intercept, and with that, for my top equation, I can graph. Okay, so I'm going to say my y-intercept, I need to graph that first. That's -8, so I'm going from the origin down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I'm going to put a point at -8 on my y-axis. Then from there, I'm plotting my slope. What does my slope tell me to do? It tells me to rise. Remember, rise over run. Okay, so I'm going up 1 to the right 1. So I'm going from this point, I'm going up 1 to the right 1. Okay, 2 points. 2 points is all you need to graph a line. Okay, you could do much more if you wanted to, and it might help you graph a straighter line. Okay, but really all you need is 2. Okay, so from here, I'm going to connect my points. I'm going to connect my points and try to keep it as straight as possible. Y'all have your Chromebook or a notebook or something to help you with that. Okay, but graph that as straight as possible. Okay, that's your first line. That's the first line. Okay, you've got 2 lines, right? Remember what we wrote up here. Systems of equations are 2 or more equations on the same graph. Okay, so we want to take a look at my bottom one. We've got y is equal to -2x plus 1. Right? So that means my slope is what? What's my m? What's my slope? -2. So let's put that as a fraction. That is a fraction, is -2 over 1. Right? Remember that anytime you have a whole number, you can put that over 1 and it stays the same. So we got -2 over 1 is my slope. Okay, and my y-intercept is what? 1. Okay, so my y-intercept being at 1. Okay, so I went up 1 on my y-axis. Then my slope is -2 over 1. Okay, so I need to go down 2 to the right 1. Okay, down 2 to the right 1. Then I'm going to plot my points. Okay, so I'm going to plot these. Try to keep it as straight as possible. All right. And what we want to notice is that right here we have a what? Intersection. Okay, which means that I have what? A solution, right? And my solution is going to be at this point where they actually cross. Okay, that point, let's look at it. We go to the right 3, so my x value is 3. Okay, you would write this in the solution right here. I don't have enough room, so I'm gonna write it above. Okay, so my x value is 3, my y value is down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so my y value is -5. So my solution is at 3, -5, an ordered pair. Okay, if I have an ordered pair, how many solutions do I have? 1. Okay. Any questions on this one? Everybody good? Got a couple of different things that we did. We needed to know slope-intercept form, where we found our M and our B. Okay, any questions on that part? Okay, we did that for both of them. Any questions there? All right, then we graphed. Anybody have any questions on how I graphed? I went from my y-intercept, and then I followed slope using rise over run. Is everybody good there? Yes, no? Got some stares. Everybody's good there? Yes? Okay. Then from there, I found my solution where we had an intersection. Okay, everybody sees the intersection, right? And then from there, we just looked at my intersection, and we found the ordered pair where it's crossing. Okay? Everybody's good to go? Yes? All right. So let's look at number 2. Okay, let's try number 2. All right, so number 2, what is my slope for my top equation? What is my slope for this top equation? Say it? 1/2, right? 1/2. That's the coefficient in front of our x variable. Okay, what is my y-intercept? 9. Okay, so this is 9. That's the point that you want to plot first. So you're going to go up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plot you a point. Then from there, okay, you want to follow your slope. What does your slope tell you to do here? Go up how many? 1, and go to the right how many? 2. So up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Okay, what if I had a slope that looked like this? -1 over 2. What does that tell me to do? Down 1 to the right 2. Okay. What if, let me erase this. All right. What if I had something like -1 over -2?
Down 1 to the left 2.
Down 1 to the left 2. Okay. Is this the same thing as this?
No.
Trick question. Okay. Is this the same thing as this? What happens when you have a negative divided by a negative? It becomes a positive, right? So if you have double negatives, it's the same thing as having 2 positives. Okay, and that's important here because we plotted 2 points. We went up 1 over 2 for the slope, right? And then can I do that again? Do I have enough graph to plot another point? If I go up 1 over 2, am I still on the graph right here? Yes or no? No. Okay, so where this knowledge that this is the same thing is important is for a problem like this. If you run out of room on your graph, okay, you can flip it, and now I can go down 1 to the left 2, and notice that these are still in a straight line. Right? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, you can manipulate that, kind of go backwards to get more points if you need. Okay, so let's plot this line. There's my line. It's about as straight as it's going to get, right? So let's look at our bottom one. Okay, let's look at our bottom one. What's my slope for this bottom equation? -1. Okay, so if I have a slope of -1, what I want to write is -1 over +1, right? Because a negative and a positive is still a negative. That's an important piece, right? You can't put -1 over -1 because -1 over -1 makes a positive, and that's not what we have, right? Then we've got our y-intercept. What's my y-intercept? 6. Okay, so that's the first point that I want to plot. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Then my slope tells me I need to go down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Okay, I've got 2 points. That's enough for me to graph. Okay, so let's connect these points as straight as we can. That wasn't very straight. Let's try that again. we go. There's a straighter line. We'll go all the way through. Okay. So, again, here I have a what? Intersection, which means that I have one solution, right? That one solution is right there, okay, at this point. All right, let's think about what this point is, okay? Notice from my x-axis, from my y-axis, I went left, 1, 2. What does that tell me my x value is? -2. Okay? Then from my x-axis, I'm having to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's my y value? 8. So my solution is at the point -2, 8. Okay? Everybody good on this problem? Yeah? Good? What do we think about systems by gravity? Difficult, not difficult? Anybody? What's your opinion? What you think, Aiden? Is it hard, easy, fine? Which one? It's okay? What you got, Bryce? Good, right? What if I told you I could make it easier on you? Y'all would like that, yes? You would much prefer if this was easier rather than harder? Okay, if I give you an option, you would rather the easy one, yeah? Alright, so let's look at how we can make this easier. Before I do that, no questions on 1 and 2. Everybody's good? Okay. So, let's see here. Let's see. Trevor, do you have a best friend? Yes or no? Shake your head like this. You got a best friend, don't you, right? Braylon, you got a best friend? You got somebody you hang out with more than others? Everybody's got a best friend? Yeah? Is anybody's best friend named Desmos? Anybody? You're about to get a new one. Alright, so let's go. Get on your Desmos app on your phone or on your computer, and let's get a new best friend. Alright? So let's look at it. Okay? On Desmos.com. That's where everybody needs to be, along with still having their notes out. Okay? So Desmos.com, still have your notes out. Alright, let me introduce you to my friend. Okay? Everybody's good, ready to go? Alright, so let's look at number 3. Okay? Is number 3 in slope-intercept form? No. Okay? What should we technically do? We should put it in slope-intercept form, right? Do you think I need to do it if I'm doing it on Desmos? Just somebody shake your head like this, okay? Automatically, does that make your life easier? Somebody shake your head like this, right? All right, so let's look at it. Okay, so here's a top blank, okay? That's where you want your top equation. Okay, so we've got -3x plus y. So -3x plus y. Okay, -3x plus y is equal to 8. Okay, is equal to 8. Where's my equal sign at? Equal to 8. What do we notice? What appeared on the screen? A line, right? It's the equation, right? That's what we had to do. I didn't have to change it into slope-intercept form. All I had to do was type it in, right? And it gave me the graph for that equation, okay? Now let's put the second one there, okay? So you're gonna press plus expression. Okay, now we got our second line, okay? You got -x, -x. Hey, be careful here, okay? This x is multiplication. Don't put that x in place for the variable x. Does that make sense? Those are two different things, okay? So you got -x plus y, so plus y, okay, is equal to -2. Is equal to -2. All right, so let's get my keyboard down. Okay, based off my screen right here, does it look like they'll intersect? Yes, right? Does it look like it will intersect up here?
No.
No. Does it look like it'll intersect down here?
Yes.
Yes. So all I've got to do is scroll to where that intersects at, okay? And then, watch this. Touch it, okay? What does it give you? What is that? What is this right here? That's your solution. And that's an ordered pair, that's your solution. Okay? How much work did you really have to do?
No.
None, really. Did you get this problem right? Yes. Does this make your life easy?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what I want you to do is to graph this to the best of your ability on your paper. Okay, take some time to graph it and then write your solution down. Okay, so take just a, I'm gonna set a timer on my phone. We'll go 30 seconds. Graph this, put your solution down, and we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna start this timer right now. So 30 seconds, graph it. Okay, make sure it's graphed correctly. That is still an important piece. And make sure that your solution is at -5, 7. Okay? Alright, is that enough time, too little time to graph? What do we think? Do y'all have enough time to graph that? Or do you need a little bit more time? We'll take the no answers as needing more time. Yeah? No? Just a single answer from somebody would be great. You got enough time, yes or no? Yeah. I'll bump it up to 45, or I'll just do a minute. I'll give you a minute to graph. Okay. Alright, so let's look at number 2. Okay, so number 2, let's get my keyboard back up here. Let's erase out the old problem. Okay, let's erase this out and erase the second one out. Let's see, 1, 2. Alright. So let's look at number 4. Number 4, I've got x plus 2y. I've got x plus 2y is equal to, is it 4? Okay, is equal to 4. Okay, that's my top equation. Okay, let's build our bottom equation, which is y is equal to, so y is equal to, okay, let's go 1/2, right? No, it's -1/2, so -1 divided by 2. Okay, then go to the right of it. So get out of that, go to the right of your fraction, and put your x. So -1/2 x plus 2. Okay? Now, let's go find my intersection, because right now, do I see anything on my screen? No. Okay, so let's zoom out some and see where we can find this intersection at. Well, there's one line. I still don't see another one. Where are we at? Did I do something wrong there?
No, I think.
Or what happened though?
You got
Right?
it.
Why do I think I did something wrong?
Okay, you don't see another line.
Okay, where is that other line at?
It's right there.
It's right below it, right? Look at this. Okay, here's a function that you have on Desmos. If you don't see another line, this is how you need to check. What color do you see?
Green.
The green. And what color do you not see?
Blue.
Okay, so we want to check to see where is that blue line at. So watch what I do here. Here's my green line. I'm gonna press it. What's right in place of that green line now? The blue. Let me put the green back up there. What do you notice about these two lines?
They both.
They're right on top of each other. They're the exact same. Okay. So what does that mean? What does that mean solution-wise?
It's an infinite.
It's infinite solutions. Okay. So number 4 is infinite solutions. Number 4 is infinite solutions, and you need to graph both of these lines. I'm going to start a minute timer to give you time to do that. Timer started. You got a minute to graph that.
Can I use Desmos on the state test?
Yeah, they can use this one on the state test. Yep.
So would they even need a graphing calculator anymore, really?
Yeah, because statistics, you use a ton of the graphic calculator. But you can do a lot of stuff on Desmos too, so it's gonna make your life easy in some ways. But, all right, let's see how much let's look at number 5 here, let's look at number 5. Okay, so I've got x plus 3y is equal to negative 15. So x plus 3y is equal to, what did I say, 15? Negative 15? Negative 15. Negative 15. Okay, alright. Then I've got y is equal to negative 7. So y is equal to negative 7. Okay, so let's go over to my intersection. Okay, I want to zoom in a little bit so I can get a better look at my numbers. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. And then look, right here I've got my intersection. So all I need to do is touch that intersection. It's giving me my order pair. So my solution is 6, negative 7. My solution is 6, negative 7. Okay. Notice that this y is equal to negative 7 is a horizontal line. Okay, it's going on at negative 7 the whole time. Okay, so you need to be graphing this on your paper. Okay, give you, I'm going to bump it down to 45 seconds because I think a minute's too much. All right, so 45 seconds. So when it comes to Khan Academy today, everybody should have 3 what scores? Hundreds, right? We should feel pretty good about today's Khan Academy. All right, getting close. We got 10 seconds. We'll be finishing up number 5. All right, time's up there. So let's look at number 6. Okay, number 6, we've got 2 new equations. Okay, we've got one that's y is equal to x plus 5. So y is equal to x plus 5. Okay, then I've got another one that is x minus y is equal to 2. So x minus, let's see, x minus y, is that what it is? X minus y is equal to 2, right? X minus y is equal to 2. Okay, so where do my lines intersect at? What does it look like? Does it look like it'll ever intersect down here? No. Does it ever look like it'll intersect up here? No. So let's just double check real quick. Let's do some zooming out and see if it continues forever this way. Are those lines ever going to intersect? No, they're what? Parallel. Okay, so what does that mean for your solution?
No solution.
No solution. Okay, so graph this one, 45 seconds. Yeah, 45 seconds. Let's graph that. I'm going to zoom in and give you some better numbers to look at, but you should also have it on your phone or whatever, trying this out yourself. Let's look at number 7. Okay, so number 7, let's exit out of these. Okay, let's get us our new one, expression, there we go. Okay, we've got 3x minus 5y. 3x minus 5y. Everybody look at this problem. 3x minus 5y is equal to negative 35. How many of y'all want to change that into slope-intercept form? Anybody? Coach Jackson does. I know Coach Jackson does. He's excited about it. All right. Second one, we've got 2x plus y. 2x plus y. 2x plus y is equal to negative 6. It's equal to negative 6. Okay. Again, we have an intersection. Touch that intersection. Okay. And it gives you your solution. And negative 5, 4. Negative 5, 4. Okay. 45 seconds, let's graph and get our solution. 45 seconds. this as an expression. Okay, so we've got x is equal to -2. X is equal to -2. Notice this is a vertical line, okay, vertical line where x is equal to -2. Quick question before I do the second line, okay, going back to unit 2, this one you just tested on. Is this a function, yes or no? No, right, not a function, why? Vertical line test, right, that would cross how many times? A bunch, right? And so that's not a, that is not a function. Okay, then we've got 3x minus 2y. 3x minus 2y is equal to -18. Huh? What? -18. Alright, so we've got our solution here at, oh, I clicked the wrong one, right here, at -2, 6. I thought that other black line was our line that was drafted, but it wasn't. Okay, so -2, 6. What is, since I clicked on it, okay, what does this point represent right here? This is a what? Y-intercept. Okay, that's a y-intercept. Right, and this is your solution. -2, 6. Okay, so for today, you've got 3 Khan Academies. Okay, use Desmos. Do that for